Right guys, welcome to the channel. I just want to say, I know there's probably going to be a lot of people taking the piss from the last video I done. I guess I do keep up to date with modern culture in a sense because I watch YouTube. So that weren't completely true. Do you know what I mean? I do kind of pay attention and stuff, but I don't get too caught up in it. Because believe in God and I believe following God's the right way to go about things and the right way to live your life, kind of thing. So yeah, but yeah, I was just being honest, basically, in a lot of ways. To the world, that might seem foolish or stupid. Do you know what I mean? Or like I'm not very cool or whatever, but yeah, I'd rather be authentically myself than trying to impress all the time or trying to put on a front and try and please others all the time. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather just be honest and be myself. I've been there in the past where I've put on a front and trying to impress others all the time, and it's tiring. Do you know what I mean? It's all I can say. It's very tiring. It don't make you happy. Do you know what I mean? There's always more to. You can never impress enough. Do you know what I mean? You can never. Yeah. You can never fill them shoes, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? There's always a higher standard or a higher level, I guess. Do you know what I mean? With that, so yeah, that's all I want to say, really, guys. I know a lot of people will probably take the piss out of me because what I've said isn't very cool, but I said I'm not very cool. Do you know what I mean? By the world standards, I guess I'm not. But at the same time, I probably look the part. Do you know what I mean? I probably do look the part. But yeah, I followed God for a long time as well. That's probably another reason why I am the way I am, kind of thing. When I was younger, I was, I guess, more cool a bit. Yeah, I was cool when I was younger, I guess. But as I've got older, my life's gone in such a way that yeah, I've had my problems. Do you know what I mean? I've had my problems and my issues, and it's made me the way I am. But really, I'm glad because it all led me to where I am now and following God. So it's all worked out for the best, at least in my eyes. Just because I've not, I haven't got a big body count, and do you know what I mean? And I'm not like rich or I'm not like popular. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really bother me too much. Do you know what I mean? It's like obviously I've got my goals and stuff that I want to achieve, and I'm focused on that. So yeah, I'm focused on that. So we'll see how that goes. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, got my goals in terms of where I want to get to, what I want to do, who I want to like, the sort of person I want to meet. Well, say the sort of person I want to meet. I don't know what that sort of person. Well, I do. I've got an idea, a rough idea what they'd be like in some ways, but there's no really set in stone thing. It's just whoever I kind of like get along with, or yeah, whoever's interested and whoever I'm interested in, basically. But yeah, that's for the future. Like, right now I'm just focused on getting a career in order and working towards that. Really, that's my main focus at the moment. So yeah, what else do I want to say? I think I might have said everything I need to say. Uh, anything else? Is there anything else? Yeah, the lighting's a bit different. As you can see, it's daylight. Obviously it's daylight because it's the day, but my lamps stopped working. Like my well, both of them have now. I had two. Like two the light lamps, lighting, two lots of lighting basically. They've stopped working, so I'm gonna have to get some more. I'm gonna have to ask my mate because my mate gave me them, so I'm gonna have to ask him where he got them from. I think probably Amazon, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna have to get some more of them. They've been alright. Like they ain't lasted that long, but the while they've worked, they've been good. So I'll probably get some more of them. They're the right height and everything, which is what I like. So they've served me well, but they're just it's a shame they haven't lasted. But still been pretty good while they have lasted. So I'll probably get some more of them. But yeah. Yeah, but God's ways aren't cool by the world standard, guys. Do you know what I mean? Like God's very much not cool. Some people, don't get me wrong. Some people, some famous people follow God and they believe in God vehemently. Do you know what I mean? Like there was a lady at one of the festivals of the day. She wore a dress and she had Jesus on the bottom of her dress, and yeah, she was trying to like kind of like smooth it out at the bottom of the dress so she could show Jesus's face. And some security or something were trying to prevent her from doing that, and she got annoyed and pushed the one woman. And yeah, she was very bold. I thought fair play to you, because yeah, we all know. Well, no, we don't all know, but the devil, like the devil, basically, I believe pulls all the strings. You know what I mean? At I guess at the very top is the prince of the world. He rules the world. Not everyone believes this, but I do believe this. And yeah, Jesus, anything to do with Jesus or Jesus' ways, like it's frowned upon by by I guess by like the elite. Do you know what I mean? Because it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? The devil, like I say, the devil rules the world basically, and um, yeah, so yeah, it's frowned upon. Do you know what I mean? Anything to do with Jesus and God, the ways of living, it's all mocked. Like it's the way it is, kind of thing. It's like in the media, it's mocked. Like people will be given scripts to say stuff negatively about God and Jesus and stuff. Probably it won't surprise me, but it's just like it's just people are encouraged to diss Jesus and God. This is what I believe. I don't know everything, do you know what I mean? But I've been able to read into some things. It's like when people mention Jesus on like camera and stuff. It often the interviews often get cut, and you have to think, why is that? Do you know what I mean? Why did I feel the need to cut? Like it's talking about Jesus, and it just when they don't with other religions or with other things, it just makes you wonder. Do you know what I mean? It makes you wonder for real. I don't wonder because I think I know what it is, but it should make other people wonder. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everyone thinks differently. Do you know what I mean? But I believe in God's ways. I think it's the truth. Do you know what I mean? I've realised like sin, it kind of like it grows. Do you know what I mean? If you feed it, if you feed into it, if you do you know what I mean? If if you go that way, if you get an appetite for it, then yeah, it grows kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? This is what I think. Uh, yeah, this is why God's against sin. I believe, and like we're called to try and be as much like Jesus as possible. And Jesus never sinned; he was the only being to never sin. Not everyone believes that. A lot of people think it's a load of codswallop, but I do believe it. Obviously, it was God and man, so there's no human alive that could not sin. But we've got a sinful nature. Hence, we sinned in the beginning when Adam and Eve ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and it all stemmed from there, kind of thing. God had to correct us for that, and that's why we die, whereas we were meant to live forever, kind of thing. I believe that's the story anyway in the Bible. But yeah, yeah, I do believe sin grows. Like once you get a taste for it like it's never enough kind of thing, and it's always you're always looking for that next best, that next best. Like pleasure seeking, it's like you're always looking for that next best high, that next best. It loses its everything loses its kind of the high you get from it eventually. I think it's I don't know what I'm trying to say really. Your pleasure seeking, you can never get enough of a high. Like when you're doing that, this is what I find. Like that song says, "I'm on more than just a sum of every high and every low." I can't remember what song that is, but it's from a song. It's Lauren Daigle. You say that's what song it is. Um, Sums it up about right, really. Do you know what I mean? Sums it up about right. Many people live for the highs. Do you know what I mean? Many people do. Many people live for the highs. But life's more than that. Life's spiritual. Do you know what I mean? To some degree. But most people can't see that. Most people think it is all about the highs and lows, and that there's no greater purpose or no greater bigger picture. Do you know what I mean? That's how most people see things, but I don't believe that is the case because I've experienced things. Do you know what I mean? I've seen the spiritual. I've seen things that can't, signs and wonders that can't be explained by science, like I've said before, and I've very much been aware that I've had, I guess, fallen angels around me or monitoring spirits or whatever you want to call it. Things that weren't human, do you know what I mean? And yeah, they're coming against me and reading my mind and monitoring me, and it's all for a reason. Do you know what I mean? It's because because of what I'm following. I believe because of what I believe in and stuff. If you're not doing none of that, then yeah, you're no threat really. Because say there's a reason why so many people, but like so many celebrities talk about the devil and stuff. It's not coincidence. It's because that sort of stuff does go on at the top. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, there's enough stuff on YouTube if you look into it. Look it up. But yeah, I believe that. I believe there is like spiritual forces at work, whether good or bad. Well, not whether good or bad, both good and bad. I believe this 100%. Most people don't. Most people living their lives, just care about the next high and about the next buzz and about the next, yeah, the next high. Basically, that's what they care about. That's what sees them through life. That's what gets them through life. Um, that's what kind of like gives them purpose. But me, I'm a bit different. I don't. I realise there's going to be highs and lows, but I don't live for the highs. I don't live for the highs. I just I know there's going to be highs and lows, and um, I live for the greater purpose, basically. Which is giving back for one. Can't at the moment because I'm not in a position to give. Well, I can in a small way, but not in a big way. So yeah, but I believe like God's gonna get me to this. At some point, He's gonna get me to where I need to get to. This is what I believe. We'll see. Like, there's no guarantees, but I believe He's got a plan for my life, and um, I believe everything that happens is a part of that plan, good or bad. Um, so yeah, but obviously I can't see into the future. But I believe He hasn't guided me this far and worked in my life this far and led me, protected me, guided me, etc. to kind of like turn His back on me now and leave and forsake me. It says in the Bible He'll never leave and forsake you. So I don't believe He'd do that. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't put all this work into me, done all this inner work, continuing to do the inner work. He hasn't done all this for like for nothing kind of thing. Um, so yeah, I believe He has got a greater plan for my life, and I believe a lot of that is playing to the strengths I have, and um, yeah, which I know, which I know of, and um, I know what my strengths are, so I know what my weaknesses are as well. So, um, but yeah, it's all playing to my strengths and trying to strengthen up my weaknesses. I guess that's kind of what God's trying to do. I think. Um, but one thing I've learned that's key in life. Certainly important, and that's putting God first. My life's always gone better when I've done that. It's always been a little bit easier, kind of thing. That's all I can say. Always been a little bit more bearable. But yeah, that's all I want to say, guys. Bit of a long video, 18 minutes. I've waffled on a bit, as I do sometimes. But yeah, everyone wants different things out of life. Everyone's different. Everyone's had different lives. I guess what's cool to one person isn't necessarily cool to another. For whatever reason, because of the beliefs and stuff. What's Yeah, there is obviously there's a standard like that's cool in the world. Do you know what I mean? Obviously there is, and that's I guess what the celebrities kind of push. Um, Picture perfect kind of well, not picture perfect, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, picture perfect is in the look, like the image. The image is picture perfect. That kind of like flawless image that celebrities push. That's kind of like the standard and being cool and sexualized and do you know what I mean? Having money, being rich. This is the standard, I guess, celebrities push. Uh, yeah, I guess so. Anyway, but I'm not living for that. Do you know what I mean? Whether I could or not, I wouldn't want to. I'm living for something like a higher purpose, like a more meaningful existence. That's all I can say. I'm not. I don't want great riches. Do you know what I mean? I just don't. Just being comfortable's enough for me and giving back. But having said that, I would, if I felt like it was part of God's plan, then I wouldn't mind being rich, I guess, but it'd be more to give back than it would be for myself. It'd be more to bless others than it would be kind of like to enjoy the fruits of my labour, I guess. It'd be more what I could do for the world than what I could do for myself. That's all I can say, really. It's what it would be with me. Instead of the celebrities with all the cars and the mansions and the houses and the gold and the diamonds and all this sort of stuff, that wouldn't be for me. Like that I wouldn't be flashy like that. That just wouldn't. That's just not the way I roll, kind of thing. I'm more about giving back than anything else. Because I believe it pays to do that. Um, Not everyone believes that. Most people don't believe that. Most people believe in being, I guess, like looking after yourself, number one. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what most people believe, and it is true to a degree. You should do that to a degree because if you can't look after yourself, you can't look after anybody else. Can't pour out of an empty cup. So it is true. I agree with that. But but if you can give back, I don't believe. I think, do you know what I mean? Some celebrities do give a lot to charities and stuff. I've noticed that some do, and they're the ones that probably um, are really appreciated. Do you know what I mean, by the people? But yeah, some do give a lot to charity and stuff, and fair play to them. Do you know what I mean? It's like John Rockefeller, who was the first billionaire. He he what do you call it? He was all about power and wealth. Like that was what he wanted to do. He wanted to gain as much power and wealth as possible until in his 50s he got really ill, like with different conditions. I don't know. I can't remember what happened to him, but he got really ill. And he realised he couldn't. It was no good to him if he couldn't take it with him. Do you know what I mean? This is what he realised, and then he was like, you know what? Then he started like just saying it's no good to me if I can't take it with me. So he started giving to family and charitable charities and started giving his money away and stuff. And he set up a charitable foundation and stuff. And then like as he done this, his health started improving, and he puts that down to God basically. Yeah, his health started improving, and he actually lived till 90 odd. Lived a long life, and he thanks God, and he puts it down to God. Says God's been good to him, sort of thing, and he believes it's because he give most of his money away, look, or a lot of his money away. Philanthropy, is it philanthropy? Is that what they call it? Yeah, like he he thought it paid. Like God blessed him because of it in terms of his health and a long life. And some people believe that. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone believes that, but I do believe that. It's what the Bible says. It's more blessed to give than to receive, and it talks about blessing people with a long life if they do the things that please God, kind of thing. So yeah, I do believe this. But yeah, not everybody does. A lot of people don't. Do you know what I mean? A lot of the world doesn't. But I do believe that. Like I said, but I've seen impossible things. I've sensed things from following God and stuff, and also I've what do you call it? I feel like God's blessed me in His own way. Like nothing big at the moment, nothing major, but just helping me through life and helping me get to where I need to get to. I'm not there yet, but I'm gradually getting there, and I think I put that down to God. Um, Either God giving me the gifts and the talent, or the abilities to do certain things, or just the fact that he's actually helped me. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a bit of both, to be honest. But yeah, that's all I want to say, guys. For now, I've waffled on. I won't keep waffling on. But yeah, bit of a long video. But yeah, I hope the video. I hope you like the video. You may not. You may do. I don't know. But hope it reaches someone who, I guess, it can help or benefit in some way. So yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. Much love, and I'll be back soon. Take care.